Hello everyone. So apologies for no camera. I just said I don't have a camera for this one. So yeah, I want to talk again. As you notice, I've been talking a lot about security and the security of the state and the defense of the state. As you know, for years and years and years, I've been saying about, and I've been trying to say to people, we're very vulnerable. We haven't invested in the defense forces, and this is a new type of warfare. Particularly years ago, we wouldn't have known that this would be the modern age of warfare. And that's to do with cyber attacks. Now, obviously, a cyber attack, as you know, the HSC was cyber attacked a few months ago. A cyber attack can cripple a nation without even firing a missile or shooting anything. It can cripple, as you've seen, it can take information. It can cripple the HSC. It can nearly destroy. Like, say, for example, if it attacked the National Health Service here in Ireland, the HSC, it can destroy all the software basically in the HSC's database. It can take all the information, as you see. It can just corrupt all the database. It can do that. It can destroy the power grid. If a cyber attack happens, because again, all these things are electrical. Again, a lot of things can be done. It can destroy critical infrastructure on local authority level, on national level, in the departments, in different departments. It can just destroy the nation within itself. Because cyber warfare is something that is very prevalent in modern society. By hacker groups and obviously by countries too. And we do have to be wary of this. Obviously, Ireland hasn't invested at all in this sector. We rely based in the United Kingdom MI5 and MI6. We only have Paddy and Jim that works 5 minutes a day in the Irish intelligence of it, which is very small. And obviously we need to increase that, obviously. And I just want to talk about the Chief of Staff, the former Chief of Staff, Fire Staff, Mark Mellett, was the former head of the army, what they called, Chief of Staff here, sorry. Chief of Staff here. It's the head of the army, basically the head of the Irish Defence Forces. And he briefly talked about the Russian embassy in Ireland on the overt world. And now I've been watching this myself too. I do keep a track on these things too, and I do remember them in 2020 actually talking about they wanted to expand the Russian embassy. And you might be first of all thinking, why did they want to expand it? What was the purpose of expanding it? Obviously, it's a big enough building, the Russian embassy itself. And obviously, the government blocked it because the national security is concerned. Now, I think I mentioned this at the time, and I think I said I agree with the government because they didn't give a purpose for why they wanted to expand it, like for living quarters, what was it for? And obviously, an embassy, take for example, an embassy, if you went into the Ecuadorian embassy, like, somebody went to the Ecuadorian embassy in London and stayed there for years and years and years, because UK authorities and even the Irish authorities has no business in an embassy. Take for example the United States embassy. It's up to the United States to police its embassy itself. It's not up to An Garda Síochána can't go into the United States embassy without the permission of the United States government to go in, because technically that's foreign soil. An embassy in a country is foreign soil. It's the same in Ireland. It's the same any embassy over in the Irish embassy in any other country. It's technically belong to the state of that country, that building. And that's why it generally has its own security. In majority of these embassies has its own security. Once I was in what was the embassy? I was in the Finnish embassy once, and had its own security guards at the door. And basically, the Irish authorities have no business in the embassy. On Garda Síochána, the defence forces, they can't go in. But he described this, and he's a former head of the chief of staff, and obviously he would know more intelligence and things like that. He described it as a major espionage and intelligence gathering operation. And it wouldn't surprise me, because in the UK they wouldn't tolerate it. If they knew something like that was going on, they wouldn't tolerate it. In any other country, I don't think they would tolerate it. But in Paddy, Ireland, they're too afraid to say boo. That's the thing. But obviously, if there is intelligence, again, it's too convenient why they wanted to expand the embassy and build more facilities on site, especially if they didn't give a reason why. And I do agree with Mark Mellett that there is probably something more than what we're being told behind this. And obviously he would know as chief of staff of the Defence Force. I'm sure he would know more about the intelligence, what British operatives are saying, what Irish operatives are saying, and what An Garda Síochána are noticing. Because obviously the government didn't block it for no reason, let's put it that way. So there's something going on in the background. And obviously we need to be on top of this. as I know about cyber warfare and things like that. It's the modern age of warfare. It's unfortunately the modern age of warfare, and obviously they will target civilian infrastructure more than the military infrastructure. Particularly in this state, there's more civilian infrastructure than there's military infrastructure compared to other countries. And obviously, cripple the civilian infrastructure, the people will cry out for peace and for surrender, and that's how a country wins. But yeah, hopefully we can invest a bit more into it. Because it does need to be done. It really does. And again, it's been kicked down the road for far too long, and now we're in the situation now. Well, we're critically undefended. That's the word I use. Thank you.